Big video here on Tesla, especially with catalysts and what I expect regarding stock price movement. This is really big. It's just as big as the only pitch I'm going to give in this video, which is tomorrow is the expiration of those coupon codes for the courses on building your wealth. Get lifetime access to those trade alerts. You know, knock on wood, I've been green pretty much this entire month, which is really fortunate. I'm just knocking on wood here. Please keep going. But if you want all those trade alerts, you want the course member live streams, you want the lifetime access to the lectures and the new lectures I create, everything. MeetKevin.com. You pay once and you never have to pay again. Check out those courses, bundle them up, email with questions at staff@meetkevin.com. No more pitches this video. Let's get into the content. Tesla stock might be hitting bottom. In this video, I'm not only going to provide a fundamental analysis update, but I'm going to explain a pattern of things that I'm starting to see right now. First, I want you to think of this. We just had news that Tesla settled a lawsuit over a 2016 fatal car collision with a driver who survived, but a passenger unfortunately lost their life in that accident. This was an accident where sadly you had somebody driving a 2015 Model S. It crashed. The driver claims, who survived, that they lost all control of the car and the vehicle caught fire. There was also this claim that basically the car wouldn't brake or stop. Tesla countered that and said, well, our data says your foot was on the gas the entire time. Then, of course, after the accident, some of the door latches didn't function with the electronic system, even though there's a manual override in some of the areas so that you can still get out. Not a lot of people are familiar with those. And again, unfortunately, somebody died. Well, Tesla just settled that lawsuit. And what's important about this is not that, you know, unfortunate cases like this happen where people die and there are accidents and horrible things happen, and that is now over. Why this matters is that Tesla is mopping up. They're cleaning up issues at the company. It's not just Tesla settling the lawsuit over the 2016 crash, but it's also the fact that we just had Tesla settle with the Security and Exchange Commission to finally hand Elon Musk over to testify. Now, when I say Tesla and Elon Musk, they're basically the same thing. We know that. But something to consider is that Elon Musk did not want to testify at all about his acquisition of Twitter in September with the SEC, despite the SEC subpoena of him. And there's been this fight about Elon Musk arguing on social media that the SEC is just trying to harass him, and the SEC's like, hey, no, we just want to know about a potential scheme to skirt disclosure rules when it comes to your acquisition of Twitter, and we want you to testify. Well, Elon Musk has finally agreed to testify with the SEC, but he agreed to testify with the SEC under the condition that he would not appeal the court decision that would order him to comply with the SEC subpoena. So to me, there's something interesting going on here. It sounds a lot like the SEC basically said, look, a judge is about to force you, which the judge in this case indicated that she would last month, force Elon Musk to testify. The SEC might have said, hey, look, a judge is about to force you to testify. Why don't you say you've agreed to testify, and in exchange for us letting you save face rather than a judge throwing the hammer down on you, you agree not to appeal whatever decision we come to with between our SEC investigation here on the fact that you need to comply with our subpoena. Okay, interesting. So again, the details of all of that don't really matter right now. Tesla has a history, and Elon Musk has a history of not settling. But we just saw accident from 2016 settled. Elon agreeing to work with the SEC. Elon starting to cozy up to Donald Trump. See, Donald Trump, according to the Wall Street Journal, even though Elon Musk has denied that he has any potential interest in a role in a Donald Trump presidency, there have apparently been talks about Elon Musk serving as a possible advisor. Maybe it'd be an unofficial role, but to Donald Trump if Donald Trump returns to the White House. See, the Wall Street Journal put together a piece where they suggested that Elon Musk and billionaire Nelson Peltz, who's got like $8.5 billion under management, and Donald Trump met at Peltz's estate in Florida to reportedly talk about how Elon Musk might be able to work with the Trump administration, or maybe how Elon and Tesla and other Elon endeavors could get benefits in exchange for who knows what. Well, the point of all of this is not the specific details that apparently Trump brought his 18-year-old son, Barron, and Elon brought his son, Little X, and Peltz brought his son, Diesel, a tech entrepreneur who was a friend of Musk. All of these little details don't necessarily matter. And even though Elon Musk is not expected to announce any kind of official position with Trump, there is a theme that's going on here. Solve and settle case. Settle with SEC. Cozy up to potentially the next president, which Bill Ackman just suggested. I believe Bill Ackman is expected to formally endorse Donald Trump. At the same time as Donald Trump's criminal trial is coming to an end. We'll see which way that goes. I think he'll be found innocent. I think it's going to be hard to prove this beyond a reasonable doubt, but we'll see what happens. It's not me being political. It's just an opinion. I made a whole video on it. At the same time as he's, quote unquote, laying the foundation for the semi-truck facility in Nevada. I don't actually think they're really going to do anything other than grade the lot, but that's okay. They're expanding in Shanghai. We're now doing interest rate buy downs to 0.99% in May as opposed to price cuts. And we've got a stock comp catalyst coming up within the next few weeks on that vote for Elon Musk. There was actually this pretty incredible video where one of the CalPERS representatives, who I guess they have a large position in Tesla, they're asked like, so you voted for Elon's comp plan in 2018. Now you say you're going to vote against it. What's your problem? Like, why are you trying to go back to the table? And they're basically like, well, I mean, he should talk to the board about getting a new plan, and the performance of the stock hasn't been good. Again, this is why I've been saying, like, I think that comp plan is going to be an opportunity for people to punish Tesla. But think about that. That's really like the last catalyst. They're cleaning up all the other crap. The settlements of car crashes, the SEC, the political environment, they're cleaning that up. Clean up supercharger team, development in China, development in the semi-facility. They're really trying to, and obviously we've got the August 8th robotaxi announcement. Whether or not that's actually a catalyst or it's just buy the rumor, sell the news, doesn't matter. I think in the near term, in a crazy way, or maybe frankly it's not that crazy, I think there's actually a real chance we could be seeing Tesla forming a local bottom. And once this negative catalyst of the comp plan comes and goes, I think the stock might be able to get unleashed and finally move back into that 220s range. Now, no guarantees. This isn't personalized financial advice, but look at what I do, okay? So I like doing this. I think the stock market price is forward about 18 months. And this is my spreadsheet. Now, what I did is I removed everything: insurance, semis, FSD, Tesla bot, robotaxi. I'm doing that on purpose to be conservative, and I'm going with low delivery numbers for 2026. I think we're going to start pricing in these delivery numbers now. 2.25 million, 2.5 million, 2.75 million, 3 million in all the various different columns. But I'm not using any FSD. Instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep $1 billion of FSD expenses here. I'm actually going to bump that to $2 billion. That's going to be above and beyond like the AI computers inside of the vehicles, which are part of cost of goods sold anyway. But I'm going to bump the margins at Tesla to basically say they're including FSD as a standard feature, let's just say, right? So I'm going to make this analysis simple. I'm going to go back to a 22% margin. If we can get to 22% margin, even at just a 1.67 peg, which is a manufacturer's peg, not a services peg, I get this stock to at least where we sit now, right? 190, which really 180 is where we are now, but to 190. That only gives us about a 2% return, but I'm in the 200s for pretty much every other scenario other than the worst case scenario, as long as we can get margin up. And I think margin is on the up trajectory. So think about the bottoms we're hitting in Tesla right now. We're hitting a margin bottom, a legal issue bottom, a negative catalyst bottom, a firings bottom. Like, all the bullshit is kind of getting like built in right now. So it's a thesis I have. I could be wrong, but it is something that is making me very, very interested. So let me know what you think in the comments down below, and we'll talk to you soon.
Why not advertise these things that you told us here? I feel like nobody else knows about this.
We'll try a little advertising and see how it goes.
Congratulations, man. You have done so much. People love you. People look up to you.
Kevin Paffrath there, financial analyst and YouTuber. Meet Kevin. Always great to get your take.
Even though I'm a licensed financial advisor, licensed real estate broker, and becoming a stockbroker, this video is not personalized advice for you. It is not tax, legal, or otherwise personalized advice tailored to you. This video provides generalized perspective, information, and commentary. Any third-party content I show shall not be deemed endorsed by me. This video is not and shall never be deemed reasonably sufficient information for the purposes of evaluating a security or investment decision. Any links or promoted products are either paid affiliations or products or services we may benefit from. I also personally operate an actively managed ETF. I may personally hold or otherwise hold long or short positions in various securities, potentially including those mentioned in this video. However, I have no relationship to any issuer other than HouseHack, nor am I presently acting as a market maker. Make sure if you're considering investing in HouseHack to always read the PPM at househack.com.